This is a probability video for my students at the Kickapoo Nation School in Powhatan, Kansas. We're using thatquiz.org, probability level 4. Debbie, doesn't matter what her last name is, Ikeda. Debbie has customers in Oregon and Washington because she's a fisherwoman or fisherman. Yeah, she runs a fleet of fishing boats or something. 12 customers, 3 supermarkets, 7 restaurants, 2 grocery stores. That's 12 customers in Oregon. In Washington, she has 6 customers buying her fish. 2 supermarkets, 1 restaurant, and 3 grocery stores. Each customer is equally likely. That's the assumption. You have to appreciate that. Okay. So how likely is it that at least one of those first 2 orders on Monday morning, knowing we have 1 from Oregon and 1 from Washington, how likely is it that at least one is from a supermarket? Well, let's see. For the supermarket here, we have 3 out of 12, which is 1/4. You buy that? The probability that the Monday morning first order from Oregon is from a supermarket is 1/4, 3 out of 12. The probability that the first order from Washington is from a supermarket is 1/3, 2 out of 6. Correct? So how likely is it that at least one is from a supermarket? The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to answer that as that probability, the probability of success for this proposition is equal to 1 minus the probability of no supermarkets. That's just how I see it. So the probability that neither one is a supermarket is 3/4 over here. That means not a supermarket. You with me here? If it's 1/4 that it is a supermarket from Oregon, then it's 3/4 that it's not a supermarket. And if it's 1/3 here, then it's 2/3 not a supermarket. Now if I take 3/4 times 2/3, I get 1/2. 2/3 of 3/4 is 1/2. It's 2/4 or 1/2. So 1 minus 1/2 is simply 1/2. That should be our probability. And it is. You might see it differently. There's no one way to do these, but you come up with 1/2. Okay. Here's another level 4 probability problem. Manuel has jelly beans in 2 bags, bag 1 and bag 2. In bag 1, here's the distribution. 12. 6, 5, and 1 add to 12. 12 jelly beans. In bag 2, 12 jelly beans with that distribution. In both bags we have orange, white, and purple. We want to know if Manuel takes 1 jelly bean out of each bag, how probable is it that at least one of the jelly beans is orange? At least one is orange. Okay, the probability of orange in bag 1 is 1/2, right? 6 out of 12. That it's orange. The probability of orange from bag 2 is 4 out of 12, or 1/3. So the probability from bag 1 that it's orange is 1/2. So the probability from bag 1 that it's not orange is 1/2. The probability from bag 2 that it's orange is 1/3. So the probability from bag 2 that it's not orange, oops, 1/3, make that a 3, sorry. The probability that it's orange from bag 2 is 1/3. So the probability from bag 2 that it's not orange is 2/3. The probability that it's not orange and not orange, the probability of it not being orange from either bag is 1/2 times 2/3, which is 1/3. So the probability that it is orange is 1 minus 1/3, or 2/3. Woof. So I get 2/3. Let's see if that's right. 2/3? Correct. You have to practice probabilities to understand probabilities.